everybody, welcome back to Sweet and Crafty. Mom Z's here. We are back with our original gingerbread man cookie decoration character transformation video, where we are going to transform this absolutely delicious and gigantic gingerbread man cookie into 11. We are starting new gingerbread man cookie series dedicated to Stranger Things. Season 5 is so soon. We are so excited. We binged watch all 4 seasons. First cookie in Stranger Things series will be dedicated to 11 from season 1, the cliff scene where she saved Mike. And we will need the following ingredients for this transformation: white fondant, white frosting, and variety of gel colors, out of which I pre-made the custom colors. I have this dusty pink because her dress looks dirty and kind of gray pink. Then I have blue for her jacket, white, as well as her skin color. Then I have dark brown for her hair. I also have black, blue, and pink sparkle gel, variety of candies. Of course, I have this Giant Gingerbread Man Cookie, my bacon decorating tools. I have my tray, and as I always say, make sure you protect your working space because this activity will get sticky and messy. Step 1, as always, let's remove our cookie. Inside we also have like icing and some candies, but I don't think I'm gonna use them. And next we are going to fill my studio room with delicious gingerbread smell. Smells so good and so festive. Okay, so I usually start with the shoes, with the feet, but I'm actually going to do some fondant work first, and we are going to add some details, and then we're going to paint everything with frosting. Before each of my cookies, I like to draw a design. So this is what our cookie is going to look like. Also gives me an idea what colors I need. Hopefully it's gonna look better than this sketch. I'm going to roll a little bit of fondant. This piece is going to serve as part of her jacket. I definitely made way too much, but it's okay because we can just use the extra pieces later. And I'm gonna build up that section with just a little bit more. Just trust the process. I know it looks messy right now and you guys not quite understanding what's going on, but just trust the process. Next, let's go ahead and start adding her shoes. Her shoes look very, very dirty, but I'm gonna start with white frosting and then I'm going to add something else. These will be her shoes, but also I'm going to add a little bit more white till kind of like this section because that's where her dress gonna go. This will be her socks. Next, I'm taking one of my favorite tools and carefully tapping the frosting, trying to make the coverage nice and even. Okay, next I have this black sparkle gel. I'm going to put some on the side, almost like a palette right here, okay? Then dab my tool inside just a little bit and mix the colors together. So I know we were trying to even the coat. Now it's not quite even, but I do like this color more because now her shoes look more of a distressed, dirty, smudges everywhere. Same thing on the other shoe. Okay, something like that. Now I'm taking this knife and trying to make it more flat. Next, let's cover the area of her socks. I noticed this frosting almost looks metallic. It looks very, very pretty. Before I add details to her socks, I'm going to add her dress. It used to be pink, like very, very light pink, but after she was in the woods for some time, it's definitely dirtier, so it looks more of a dusty pink. Get it? Dusty pink, like Dustin pink. I hope you can see that this mixture has actually several different colors. I started with light pink and then I added some metallic pink and metallic silver color as well, and then it turned purple. I don't know why because I never used any purple colors, yet it did. And then I added more of a gel pink color. So yeah, we have everything here pretty much. So I think I'm gonna make it a little bit more flat. And next we are going to be working on her socks. So you know what's funny? that in the video, or I mean in the actual movie, her socks have blue, yellow, and blue stripes. Then in some pictures it looks green, yellow, green, and in some it looks red, blue, red. So I'm confused. Alright guys, let's watch it together and figure it out. Is it blue, yellow, blue? Or was it green, yellow, green? I'm gonna go with green, yellow, green. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. And we're going to add yellow in the middle. Okay, next I'm going to add some of these pearly pink candies. Well, maybe I should remove the cover first. In the middle of her dress. And then I'm taking this tool, approximately lining where the center of her dress is. And then just kind of like add lines and layers to the bottom section. Next, I'm going to add white collar to her neck. Tap, tap, tap. Try not to mix the colors. That's why very light touch. And before I add her jacket, I'm going to add her skin color. Whoa, look at all this extra frosting I have left. And now it's time to add her jacket. Next, I'm gonna take these chocolate candies and I'm gonna add extra color right here. And she also has a zipper, so I'm going to add silver zipper on one side of her jacket. And she has a button somewhere here, so we're gonna add one of those as well. Let's put our cookie aside and we're going to work with her facial features. Next, I'm taking my edible marker and just adding a very light lash line, because in season 1 we don't really see Elle's lashes very much, so we don't want to give her full lash glam and look like she has major mascara going. Alright, so she looks a little bit angry, well actually a lot of bit angry in that scene, so that's why we are going to tilt her eyes a bit down this way. Next, I'm going to add her nose and her lips, and the very important part is the drop of the blood from her nose. I think this candy as a nosebleed is one of my favorite details in this cookie. Next, I'm going to add her brown color of her eyes as well as her brows, and like I said, it's gonna look a little bit angry. Wow, definitely a super thick frosting. It looks delicious though. In the middle of her eyes, I'm going to add some black and a little pearly white candy for the light reflection. We're getting so close. And next, we're going to add her hair, oh, and her ears. And you guys, here's the final result of 11 from season 1 from the cliff scene where she saved Mike. Let me know in the comments below which character from which episode, which scene, which season you want me to transform into Gingerbread Man Cookie next. Click the like button if you are a fan of Stranger Things and you are so excited to watch season 5. And subscribe to Sweet and Crafty for more Stranger Things dedicated videos. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye!